So welcome back everybody. For this instalment of Stu's Hikes and Rides, we're on the Cleveland Way, one of my favourite walks. Originally opened by the various county councils as a national trail in May 1969. I first did it when I was 14 with my dad, reluctantly I might add. These are typical of a staircase on the Cleveland Way. Get used to these. So the walk goes from Helmsley to Filey via Sutton Bank, Osmotherley, Kildale, Saltburn, Whitby and Scarborough, just over 100 miles. I'm not going to do any sort of Judith Chalmers travelogue, and there's plenty of videos on YouTube that do the travel side of things far better than I could ever hope to do. I'm just going to give you a flavour of what I did, which was to use campsites on this occasion. So in my opinion, this 100-mile walk is one that's well worth lingering over. I have rushed it in the past, but it's well worth taking your time and enjoying the scenery. And the smells, like in this particular section, your nostrils were hit by the strong scent of wild garlic. Here, a bit of what I believe they call trail magic, where flapjack baked by one of the farmers or farmers' wives was on sale at 50p a slice. It'd be rude not to buy any and dive straight in. Delicious it was. That's in Cold Kirby. Now, crossing the car park at Sutton Bank, you're met by what is claimed to be the finest view in Britain. In fact, there's a signpost that says that's exactly what it is. The views are certainly out of this world, and if you don't watch your step, you will be too, because it's straight down, about 1,000 feet. There's lots of stories about horse riders that have gone off these cliffs over the years. But it's certainly a stunning view. It's a nice little spot. It's just on the outskirts of Osmotherley. Less than a mile, I think. Lovely. Now we've got to climb out, so I'm going to save me puff. Osmotherley. So I've just got to walk up here a mile or so to my campsite and some well-earned scran. Fire pot meal. So, not counting food and water, other consumables, I'm carrying a frameless pack with 5 kilos in. When I first did this walk, when I was 14, I carried 32 pounds then in weight, so a hell of a difference. A memorial stone to Bill Cowley. For those of you not familiar with Bill Cowley, he was what they call the chief dirger of the lightweight walk. Look him up on Google. Lightweight walk is an infamous challenge walk in these parts. Very tough. Starts in Osmotherley, where we've just come from. Yeah, look him up. 1915 to 1994. It's just visible. Bill Cowley, top fella. You can see why they call it God's own country. It is stunning. Makes the hard work worthwhile. Another great view over to Rosebery Topping in the distance there. Old flagstones this. It's a real climb up from the house back there. But it's 8:30 and making good progress. Feeling alright as well. See you in a bit. Just after Lordstones Park, we have another of the views that will take your breath away if the climb up hasn't already lost it all for you. The wind swept up here, up the valley and over this brow with incredible force, often making it really difficult to stay standing safely. You felt like if you leaned out from the rock, the wind would hold you in position. But thankfully, the poles I've found to be of great assistance in keeping me footing. These chaps are people that I met at Lordstones that are on the coast to coast. So this is one of those days where you get to walk with fellow hikers, which was a very pleasant thing actually. I really enjoyed that day. Welcome to day 3, 6:30. Brief look outside. It's been hellish windy all night. There are some campers in that field, but I don't imagine they're very comfortable now, because been speaking to the farmer and it's been about 30 mile an hour most of the night, so the tents would took a battering. So So I'm going to get some breakfast on, get packed up and away. See you in a bit. So this is Kildale, another little village. Nothing here. But lovely nonetheless. Yeah, could live here. Had a bit of a pasting from the wind, like me today. This is a nice spot. Glad of the poles. What with the wind and these steps. This is where I was forced to cowboy camp last year. Because of the barbed wire on the right hand side, I couldn't even get my tarp up safely, so just had to bed down. It was dark anyway, and I'd had enough. At this point the wind was doing its very best to blow me off the cliff. Bill Cowley, in his 1969 guide to the Cleveland Way, wrote, "There is no real danger on the path itself, but you need to remember that you are often only 3 feet from death, and never more true than on the coastal section." That's the view. Now we come to the famous 199 steps that lead up to the Abbey. I wish I were in Whitby town, now lilacs bloom in Flowergate. I wish I were in Whitby town where crooked streets go up and down. From Church Street or from Baxter Gate, the cobble sails are warm and brown, and golden sunshine glances down on red roofs smiling everywhere. You definitely need to pause and have a deep breath or two when you get to the top of these steps. Thankfully there's a place that sells ice creams and coffee. Iconic sights on the way. It's one of the wartime early warning foghorns, I believe. It's around about this point on the trail that you're presented with one of the reasons that it becomes a bit of a pain at times, certain times of day anyway. And it's due to proximity of all the caravan sites. Once you get to Saltwick Bay, there's a lot of caravan sites now on the immediately on the trail really. And at certain times of day it becomes very, very busy with families, pushchairs, dogs, and it's a constant, you know, after you, no, you go first, that kind of thing. There's a bit of a queue at times to get through gates and what have you. And you're not very often on your own at this time of year. You forget how tough this coastal section of this walk is. Up and down, never miss an opportunity to go down and then back up again. it put you off then? Not seen tadpoles for years since I was a kid. So just arrived at camp, got the tent pitched. If you're not familiar with the Six Moons Lunar Solo, that's it. You can see it's got a floating ground sheet, but under that I've got the Tyvek second ground sheet pegged out separately, but it's got a good 6-inch ground sheet, you know, bathtub floor in it. And as you can see, mesh all round. Just one door on this side, massive vestibule, big tent really, you could get 2 in it even though it's a solo tent. So I'm going to put all my stuff in and get settled in. I'm on a campsite in Scarborough, camping and caravanning club site. It's almost like a wild camp. Just 2 of us in this field. So brilliant, really, for 12 quid I think it was, £10 something. No complaints. This is where I was staying last night. It's camping and caravan club site. Very nice. It's 5 to 5. Time to hit the trail. Better than money can buy, that. Stunning. Absolutely stunning. Not a bad one. Scarborough Castle, Oliver's Mount, all the brightly coloured beach huts. Used to come here as a kid. Crossing the bridge into Old Scalding Mills. Back to the Sea Life Centre and a beautiful beach. It's got a lot going through Scarborough. Look amazing against the blue sky. Fishing for lobster and crab. So this is it, Farley Station, end of the road for me. Train back to Scarborough, and then the X28 from Scarborough railway station back to the car at Helmsley. So a big thank you for watching, see you on the next one.